Hello students, welcome to the second part of fifth lecture of Basic Electronics Engineering. In the last part of fifth lecture, that was part 1, we discussed Zener diode as shunt regulator. Today in this part, we will solve the numericals on Zener diode network. So the numericals on Zener diode network can be based on either of the three cases. Either Vi and RL both could be fixed. Vi could be fixed, RL could be variable, and the third case can be variable Vi and fixed RL. So first of all, when any question comes in front of us based on Zener diode network, we should see which of the case is this. Whether it is fixed Vi, variable RL or fixed Vi and variable Vi and fixed RL, or both are fixed and we are asked about the parameters. So let us start solving the questions one by one. See, this is a question which is very common in the case of Zener diode network, and you are asked to calculate these and these parameters VL, VR, IZ, PZ, and you are asked to also to repeat the same part, that is the first part, by replacing RL by 3 kilo ohm. In the first part, we have to assume RL as 1.2 kilo ohm. So let's start solving it. And the important thing is to remember the strategy to solve the numerical. It's not important to just sit with a calculator and start solving the numerical by putting the values. But before that, we must know the strategy, how to proceed further and how to solve this numerical. So first of all, I have also talked earlier that when we come across a Zener diode network, first of all, we should write the three equations that we have discussed in the previous part of lecture 5. And looking to this circuit, you need to make those three equations, which are very easy. Let us assume 16 volt as Vi because this was the input voltage. RS is given 1 kilo ohm. VR, VL, RL. Current through this VL, RL will be IL. So you can yourself write this if it's not given in the network. So first equation is simply we will write IR. We will also assume it. So first equation we will write for IR in terms of nodal analysis. IR is equals to VR upon RS. And VR, if we further open it, it's Vi minus Vz upon RS. We have already looked to this equation earlier, and this is the first equation. The second equation, again we will write for IR, and it will be in terms of KCL, that is Kirchhoff's current law, according to which the sum of incoming currents at a particular node and the sum of outgoing currents is equal to 0. And by that particular virtue, it's IR equals to IZ plus IL. Now the third equation will be for IL, and it will be VL upon RL, and it will be further Vz upon RL. That is third equation. So we have written these three equations. Now we will proceed further. So our first step is to write these three equations. Now while solving the numerical, our first step is, what is our first step? To see or to determine the state of Zener diode. And what is meant by the state of Zener diode? Whether it is on or off. So see what we are doing over here. In the first step, we are determining the state of Zener diode, whether it is on or off. So I'll draw the characteristic again to recall you so that you can see. We have already talked earlier that the Zener diode is going to consume this part, and we have seen that in this particular part, that means until and unless this Vs is reached, the diode was off. So in this particular portion, diode is off. When it reaches VZ, then the diode is on. So we should first of all determine whether the Zener diode has reached this breakdown region or not. Vz is equal to 10 volt means that it will reach the breakdown region when the voltage across Vz will be 10 volt. This 10 volt. So this 10 volt does not indicate that Zener diode is having this 10 volt. We need to determine whether the voltage which is being applied to the diode has reached this 10 volt or not. If it has not reached 10 volt, that means it is less than 10 volts, then diode is off. And if it has reached 10 volt or greater than this, then the diode has become on. So first of all, we will see whether the diode is on or off. How we will see that? We will replace this Zener diode by an open circuit, and we will calculate this voltage V. And we will calculate this voltage V. So how we will calculate? Now one thing, again we need to note it down. That whenever a numerical comes on Zener diode network, we always have to start from voltage divider rule. Voltage divider rule. So first of all, what is the strategy to solve? Let us make a flowchart over here. What is the strategy to solve Zener diode numericals? First of all, write the three equations. Alright, we have written it. Then start with voltage divider rule. Because this is a general flowchart and we need to determine the state of Zener diode only in this case when Vi and RL both are fixed. But that will not be the case for the other two cases. That means when either of the RL or Vi will be variable. So I have written a general part that first of all we will write these three equations. Then if the case is that both are fixed, that is Vi and RL will be fixed, we need to determine the state of Zener diode, whether it has reached the breakdown region or not. That means it is on or off. And then we need to start solving it. How to start solving it? We will always start with the voltage divider rule. Now what does voltage divider rule say? Just see to it very carefully. Voltage that you want to calculate, voltage that we want to calculate is equal to total voltage in the circuit multiply by the resistance across which this voltage exists. Resistance across which, let this voltage be capital V, across which this capital V exists, upon total resistance. That means the resistance which are in series. Because we know that in series currents is same but voltages are different. So if we need to calculate voltage only across one of the resistances, C, we all know that these are two resistances which are in series, but the voltages will be different in both the resistances. Let the voltage in first resistance be VA and in second resistance be VB. Let it be R1, let it be R2. Alright, this is the total voltage that you have applied. Now you know that the current will be same in both the resistances because both are in series, that is I, but voltages are different because both will consume different amounts of voltage from this part. Now you want to calculate only one voltage across any of the resistances. For that you will use voltage divider rule. What does voltage divider rule say? that if you want to calculate the voltage across any of the resistances which is in series, for example, you want to calculate VA, then it will be total voltage into the resistance across which you want to calculate this voltage. So VA exists across R1. So V into R1 upon total resistance which are in series upon R1 plus R2. So if I want to calculate VA by voltage divider rule, it will be V into R1 upon R1 plus R2. This is what the voltage divider rule says. So in Zener diode network, you will always proceed with voltage divider rule, according to which this is the formula. And by the virtue of this formula, we will apply it in the Zener diode. Now we want to calculate which voltage do we want to calculate. We want to calculate this V. We want to calculate this V. So V equals to total voltage 16 volt into the resistance across which this exists. Now there was no resistance when you removed something from here. There was a diode, but do you know that in parallel voltages remain constant? So whatever voltage will be there, it will be here. So we will consider this resistance 1.2 kilo ohm. So the voltage, क्योंकि यही वाला voltage यहाँ भी रहेगा, ठीक है, the same voltage will exist across this branch also. So the voltage, the resistance across which this voltage exists, so this is the resistance across which this will exist. 1.2 kilo ohm upon total resistance which are in series 1 plus 1.2. So let's do it in the same manner. V is equals to total voltage 16 into 1.2 kilo ohm. Now look here very carefully. When you are asked to write the resistance, don't write it as 1.2 only. If you are said 1.2 kilo ohm, you need to open it to the basic unit, that is ohm. So therefore open kilo. Alright, open the kilo part. 1.2 into 10 raised to the power 3. Otherwise you will make calculation mistakes. Upon total resistance, that is 1 kilo ohm plus 1.2 kilo ohm. So can I write it like this? And by solving it, we get 8.73 volt. You can solve it in your calculators. You will get 8.73 volt. Now what does it mean? Again, come back to the characteristics. If you have any of the doubts, just draw this characteristic always like this. This VZ as given in the numerical was 10 volt. You have only calculated V as 8.73, which will be somewhere here. So that means the diode is off or on. The diode will be off. So as V is less than VZ, that means the breakdown region has not yet reached. So therefore diode is off. Alright, and when diode is off, that means there is no diode over here. And when there is no diode, there is no connection. No connection means the current in an open circuit where there is no connection. Connection has broken. That means current in this particular branch is equal to 0. So what are the things that we can infer? That Zener diode is off. Very important thing. IZ is equals to 0. Ampere. Write the units. Answer with units. Always write your answer with units. IZ is equals to 0. Now let's see, we have inferred these many points from this particular step, and now we should see what are the parameters we are going to calculate. We need to calculate VL, we need to calculate VR, we need to calculate IZ, PZ. Now a question might come in many minds of the students that PZ has been already given as 30 milliwatt. Look very carefully, it's not PZ, it's PZ with a capital M subscript. That means the maximum power that can exist in this diode or this diode can bear. That means if you will apply a power greater than 30 milliwatt into this diode, the diode will be damaged. So what is this PZM? This is the maximum power that this diode can bear or tolerate. So therefore you need to remember this is not PZ. PZ means the power that you are applying, and this is the maximum power that your diode can tolerate. So you are asked the power that is applied or that will be dissipated. So What is the formula for power? Power is VI, and therefore PZ will be VZ into IZ. Simply by the formula VI, VZ, IZ. As IZ is 0, therefore power is also 0 watts. I hope it is clear to everybody. So we have calculated PZ, IZ. Now we need to calculate VL. We need to calculate VL, VR. So let's calculate it. First of all, let's calculate VR. Again, see here. VR means voltage at this point minus the voltage at this point. Alright. So what is the voltage that you have calculated over here? Now it is not 10 volt because the diode is not on. So the voltage that you have calculated over here, that is for this V, was 8.73. So now the voltage that exists in this particular branch, you will look into this diagram, not the above diagram. So what is VR? VR is simply this voltage minus this. If the diode would have been on, then the diode would have existed here and we would have considered VZ over here. But the diode is off. So VR is equals to 16 minus 8.73. That is equals to, I think it will be equals to 7.27 volts. So this is VR. Now let's calculate IL or IR. Are we asked to calculate IR also? No, but we can calculate it. We are asked to calculate IZ. We are asked to calculate PZ. We are asked to calculate VR. And we have calculated VR. Now we will calculate VL. So let's calculate it. What is VL equal to? It's the most simplest part. Just look to this diagram. VL is the voltage in this particular resistance, and by the virtue of the fact that in parallel voltages remain constant, so whatever V you have calculated will be VL as long as this diode is off. If let's look into that part in the second part. We have already given the numerical for that, so let's keep our things to here itself. VL is equals to V and it equals to 8.73 volts. So I hope we have calculated all the parameters that we were asked to calculate. These are the 4 things that we were asked to calculate and we have calculated it. So this is how we need to solve numericals. First of all, we need to realize or we need to recognize whether the circuit is having fixed VI, fixed RL. This solution was for fixed VI and fixed RL. Both are fixed and we are simply asked to calculate the parameters. So first of all, we should need to determine whether the diode is on or off by starting with the voltage divider rule. Alright, and then accordingly we need to proceed. Now in the second part, what was the second part? In the second part, we were asked to repeat the same thing. That means we need to calculate the same parameters, but we now need to replace this RL by 3 kilo ohm. So let's do it. When we are replacing RL by 3 kilo ohm, now again we will follow the same step. That is step 1. Step 1 is to determine whether Zener diode is on or off. And how do we determine it? By voltage divider rule. So we need to calculate V. Shall I draw the diagram again? Just practice it again and again so that your hand becomes very smooth on solving the numericals. Now I have replaced RL as 3 kilo ohm and I need to determine this V. Total voltage 16 into the resistance across which we are going to calculate it. Parallel voltage is same, therefore we can consider 3. kilo ohm. Kilo means 10 raised to the power 3 upon total resistance, that is 1 plus 3 into 10 raised to the power 3. Answer comes out to be 12 volts. Now in this particular case, again, the voltage has reached greater than the breakdown voltage. That means our Zener diode is in breakdown region and it is on. So what is the inference? Zener diode on, because V is greater than Vz. If the answer would have been 10 volt, then also it would have been on. Now remember one thing. Now the diode has come over here. That means the diode exists. And when the diode exists, now it doesn't matter that V has come out to be 12 volt. VL, we all know that VL is equal to Vz. Vz has come into the light because now the diode exists. And thus it will be 10 volt. Here the students usually make mistake when they are asked to calculate VL. By the virtue of the fact that VL and V are same, parallel में voltages same होती हैं, VL is equal to, they will write VL is equals to 12 volt. Absolutely wrong. And they will do all the calculations by considering V as 12 volt. No. Once the diode is on, then diode has come into the light over here and Vz has come into the light. After Vz, voltage will remain constant. So it will be only 10 volt. So our objective to calculate this 12 volt was to see whether the diode was on or off. So diode is definitely on, and now 10 volt has come into the light. Just omit out this 12 volt. Alright, you will not be using this 12 volt in any of the calculations. Now VL equals to Vz 10 volt. One parameter we have calculated. We are asked to calculate VR also. How will we calculate? 16 minus, not 12, it will be 10. Now omit out 12 volt, it is 6 volt. Remember this concept, because now Zener diode has come into the light. So VR 10 volt we have calculated. You are also asked to calculate IZ. IZ is equals to, by equation 2, because you will again write the equation, IR equals to IZ plus IL. Do we all remember? Yes. And we have IR with us. Do we have IR with us? IR is VR upon R, that is 6 upon 1 into 10 raised to the power 3, that is 6 milliampere. So IR calculated. Calculate IL also. IL is equals to VL upon RL, and VL is equals to Vz, because now Zener is on. What is Vz? 10, and 3 into 10 raised to the power 3. That means 3.33 milliampere. Alright, milli means 10 raised to the power minus 3. And this, thus IS will be, IZ will be IR minus IL. So this will be solved from the second equation, and hence we always ask you to write all the three equations whenever you come across a Zener diode network. So IR, what is IR? 6 minus 3, so it must be 2.67 milliamp. So this is how we calculated IZ, and PZ means VZ into IZ. Power is equals to V into I. Vz is 10, Iz is this, so 2.67 milli 10 raised to the power minus 3 into 10, that is 26.7 milliwatt. Keep your answers as simple as possible and write down the units always. So this is how we solve the numerical on first case for Zener diode. Always remember, when you come across a Zener diode network, you will always have to proceed the numerical with the voltage divider rule in any of the three cases, whatever case you must be asked. So despite the fact that which type of case does the Zener diode network has, you will have to write the 3 equations. First of all, you need to if you have confusion anywhere, or if you fall into a state of confusion anywhere in between, you can draw the characteristic and see whether my diode is on or off. And you will have to proceed always with the voltage divider rule. This 2 things will be common in all the numericals. So we'll see other numericals in the second part. Thank you all.